Hi, everybody. How are you doing? I'm Dr. Gail, and this is Susie, and we're here all about aliens and ETs today. We're going to be talking about that. The subject we're going to be really talking about are the Palladians. We're going to start talking about them today, but let me say hello to Cat Mama Meow. Hey, Juno, and we're going to be bringing on a few people, and Juno will be one of them. Hey, June Journey One. Hey, Butterfly Kisses. Anybody else who wants to come on, just let us know. Bring you on and let you talk about what's going on with the ET or weird things that are happening in your life and you want to talk about them. It helps other people get comfortable. Hey, Spirit Watcher Suzanne. Hey, Patty 73. Hey, Dream Journey 1. Oh, man, my computer just went skipping all over the place. Hey, Chris MK. And anyway, you can go ahead and email us at allaboutets@gmail.com, and we can go ahead and get an update on what's going on with you. A lot's been happening with her. Hey, Rainbows and Moonbeams. Hey, April. Hey, Carolyn. Hey, MK Karen M. Hey, Prince Charming's mom. Hey, everybody. Thanks for joining us today for All About Aliens and ETs. And we're going to kind of focus on the Palladians. It's been a long time since we've talked about the different groups. Hey, Son of Watt. Hey, Kathleen. So let me just go ahead and start. I'm just going to do a little bit about the Palladians. And Susie has a picture of what the Palladians look like. They tend to be looking like tall, white. They're usually tall, white, thin, blue eyes. That's their normal. And that's a beautiful picture. And wouldn't you like to look like that? But anyway, that's what Palladians usually look like. I mean, they do come in different colorings. I don't think that if you're not blonde hair, blue eyed, that you can't be descended from the Palladians. But I'm going to read you a little bit about the Palladians. I have studied them for quite a while, but they have been involved from the beginning. They've even been in Atlantis and Lemuria, and their density is between 5th and 9th. Usually, we're dealing ones in the 5th and 6th here on Earth. And you also hear about the Seven Sisters constellation. They are located out near the Orion belt. They're kind of next to it. The Palladians are next to the Orion belt. As I said, they do look like Nordics or Scandinavians. They can be like 7 to 10 feet tall, and they tend to be blue-eyed blondes. Their purpose here on Earth is to help humanity ascend. These Palladians, they wear their heart on their sleeve, and they come from the heart chakra. I'm not sure how many of them actually come from the heart chakra. A lot of them come from the solar plexus chakra, but their weakness is their throat chakra. Because they wear their heart on the sleeve, they have difficulties expressing issues with them. They're always trying to help people, trying to fix people, and they're people pleasers. So and sometimes they'll show up passive aggressive because of that. They're people pleasers. Let's see what else I've got. They do get obsessed with trying to fix people. And that's where the throat chakra issue comes in a lot of times. And hey, White Dragon. And White Dragon, you can go ahead and email us at allaboutaliens@gmail.com. And we can go ahead and bring you on.
It's all about ETs.
All about ETs. I'm so sorry. I never get it right when I'm on live. Also, the Palladians need to ground, and they are actually their lesson for being on Earth is they need to learn to take care of themselves instead of taking care of everybody else. They want to rescue everybody. So they're here to also learn about how to take care of their own selves. And that's a big issue with the Palladians. So anyway, that's about the Palladians. If anybody wants to ask questions about them, I have brought in the Palladian cards that I can go ahead and pull a card for you. Looks like Juno's here, though, so we can go ahead and bring her on and get an update on what's going on with her. So all you Palladians out there, that was for you. That we are, a lot of us are Palladians that are here. Hey, Juno, how are you doing?
Hey, Dr. Gail. Hey, Susie. I'm doing well. Hope you're doing well.
Yeah, you got a lot of updating to give us from our last time you were on.
How much time you got?
I know.
I'm just kidding. Yeah, I'm just kidding. I don't know where you want me to begin.
Well, let's see. Why don't we begin from the last time that you agreed with saying that you would work with them and what has happened since then?
Well, I've been having a lot of interesting dreams and a lot of validations coming through in real life as well. Um, One dream I had, I was painting signs. Like if you look at where, like your name where it says Dr. Gail or Susie, how that's, the shape of that blue, like
Right.
it's long with the rounded ends. I was painting signs that were like that, only if you stood them upright, they were black, they were metallic. And then I was painting white dots on them in certain configurations. And what I was told was it was like to teach people, like, how Braille is. So it was kind of like that, except you were to place your fingers where each of those dots were. So it was like training you to make hand signals in order to communicate with the ETs.
Oh, that would be great. I can see that where you'd be placing your fingers in certain spots and that'd be the hand signal. So it was actually a teaching tool.
Yeah, it was kind of like how to train your hands. I do a series on my channel about mudras, the different hand positions for healing. And it was similar to that, but it was more about communicating with them in a way that, like how sign language is for people who have hearing issues.
Right.
And at the end of that dream, I woke up and I kept hearing the word way shower, that I was there to be greeting people as they were, becoming connected with the ETs. And you mentioned something, you said more about, you heard it as way shower, about showering, and maybe you can explain more about that.
Well, the reason why I took it literally, because when she said that she was a greeter on the spaceship, whenever anybody usually comes up the spaceship, the first thing they have to do is go to take a shower, and it's a special shower. It's not like ours, and put on some different clothes. They're kind of, I guess, decontaminating us from Earth before we're allowed on the spaceship. So that's how I took way shower. Since you were the greeter, the first thing they would do after you greet them would be to take a shower.
Yeah, I hope it wasn't that I need a shower, but
you already had the shower. I've told about the story of me showing up and I'd been at the beach, dog dirty. First thing they took me was into the shower and cleaned me up and put on that uniform that was too tight. So, anyway, but you took it as a different meaning. So how did you take it?
Well, there's something that I apologize. The train's going to go by, so you might hear that people talk about people who in the spiritual community are way showers. In other words, we're help showing the way to other people, guiding people as far as learning about all the spiritualism and, not necessarily just ETs, but the whole spectrum there. So I just thought that was really kind of interesting.
So now you got to go up and ask them, what do y'all mean by this? Is it
Yeah.
way shower or way shower?
And a couple nights ago, I dreamed I was sitting at a big conference table with a bunch of different beings, and I can't describe them. I don't have that detail, but I could sense that they were, it was like a galactic council kind of thing, and they were giving me instructions there. And then I had another dream where in the activity of my dream, there were several gray short hybrids with me, and that they were there telling me that not to worry about anything, that they would hammer out any details for me, or, they were there to be totally supportive. And I woke up feeling unusually serene and calm, like I felt like I knew that they had my back, and I don't normally wake up feeling that way. So that was unusual for me.
Right. Bringing up Dream Journey 1, which is saying, did you recognize any of the Braille signs?
I didn't. It was just very, I'd like to go back and visit that again if I could. I keep asking in my dream before I go to sleep if I can remember more, because I'll see a lot of times when I close my eyes, I'll see images of kind of like hieroglyphics, but they're not hieroglyphics that we recognize. But I see like a series of symbols and numbers, and I'll get like tablet after tablet of those. So I'm taking that as some kind of download of information.
Right. It'd be interesting to know what that is, but I have a feeling you'll never even see that again. It's probably like one job you've had, and and they're going to move you on. So, but anyway, I think that's really interesting that you're now kind of seeing what you're doing, whereas before you didn't. But they're actually letting you know what you're doing or see what you're doing.
Well, something else that has stood out to me, that it's been a combination of dreams and other validations. But I told you about the dream with I looked down and saw the keys in my hand.
Yes.
There was that purple metallic key. Well, then I was doing somebody in our group is practicing to lead a group of people on a spiritual psychic journey. So we're helping her practice ahead of time, and we went to I won't go into the whole dream or the whole experience, but we went to the Pleiades with the whale, and throughout it, we had our whole experience, and at the end we were offered a gift, and I was given the gift of a crystalline key that the way it worked, the way it opened, whatever it opened was through vibration. Mm-hmm. And I asked whenever I receive a gift, I always want to return, a gift. And they wanted my left thumbprint in exchange for this key. And it was
nice. I never asked. I just accept the gift and I never I give you something in return.
Well, then it was something about how, like, if you look at your thumbprint or any of your fingerprints, it's kind of like a maze. How you work through it. And so then I asked them, well, but if I give you my left thumbprint, what am I going to use what about my thumb? And they said, well, you'll just have the key there instead. Like that'll be replaced with this key that opens portals or something. I don't know yet. And then a couple days later, I was watching another show. It was Medium Kim, and she had JJ from Tuta Speaks on, and JJ does light language in a way that really resonates with me. It's very Native American sounding. I mean, it brings me to tears, makes me very emotional. And I asked for a light language blessing, and JJ picked up a piece of blue kyanite, and she said, they want to give you the gift of keys. So my jaw hit the floor, and, it was just like within 10 days, I had all these messages about receiving keys.
All that validation.
Yeah.
Well, I think that's amazing that you're opening up to all this that you're doing, and now that you're able to see it, I think that's great.
Yeah, I even went to the top of a snowy mountain and went to the Hall of Akashic Records, and that was quite an experience. So it's coming in fast and furious, now that I said yes. You told me to hang on to my, what, and I am.
Yes, but it's all fun and great. So
yeah, nothing's been scary, or it's been when JJ said that about the keys, my jaw literally hit the floor. I mean, for about 10 hours, I was really that really was huge validation for me, and that makes such a difference when you start receiving validation from other areas that aren't just in your dreams, or did I just imagine that,
Right, exactly. And now it's okay to talk about it. I think that's a big part of it. It's okay to talk about it. It's okay for people to hear about it. It's okay for other people to talk about it, and making it where it's normal instead of weird. Well, it is weird, but it's a normal weird.
Weird's not new to me, but I appreciate you and Susie and the community being supportive, because this is a very enthralling journey to be on, and White Dragon has also been very supportive, emailing me back and forth and giving me guidance. So I'm just thankful to everybody.
Yeah, he's in the background ready to come on and talk about his latest also.
Yeah, so I guess I'm on this journey. I said so, and now here I am. So thank you.
Here you are on the journey.
Yeah. And they didn't make me squeeze into a suit yet, so I'm glad about that.
Yeah, you tell them, I can't fit in that. Find me something larger. I didn't know to say anything. I had to squeeze my butt in that thing. So,
well, I had a dream a while ago about, and I talked about this on another show a couple of days ago, but I had a dream that in the movie Bruce Almighty, where he's talking to God and he's in that really white building. And I was with this big angel type being, and we were going from door to door looking for Danny Shea. We were supposed to meet Danny Shea, and I kept opening up the doors and he wasn't there. And then we were on a stairway and all of a sudden there were people passing by on the stairway. And some guy came walking up behind me and passed me and turned around and smiled and said, "Oh, nice view." And I thought, "Ooh, I still got it. I got twice as much as I used to have, but I still got it." Right? So we go along and now we're back looking in the doors and we open the door and there's Danny in an art room sitting on the floor making like a mandala or something on the floor. And he says, "Hey, I've been waiting for you guys." And so he got up off the floor and walked ahead of me, and the angel walked ahead of me. And then as I walked behind them, I realized it was very breezy behind me and I had split my pants in my dream.
Oh my gosh.
So that was why the guy was saying, "Good, nice view." So I hope they don't make me squeeze into a suit when I get on board.
The fabric in the suit, because it didn't split with me, is amazing. And I kept going, why? When I sat down, why didn't this thing split? And instead of it splitting, you're like a sausage, like you're just pasting and you can't move and you can't bend anything. So, but it doesn't rip.
It doesn't rip. Well, at least it didn't for you, right?
I think it's some kind of special material. I don't think it's supposed to rip. I don't know.
No.
I felt it quite. But they're used to humans being on the spaceship now. At that time, I was the first human, and they had never seen anybody with curves. They're all like stick figure people.
Uh-huh.
So I was first. So anyway, we have White Dragon ready to come on. So thanks for sharing with us, and we'll be excited to hear next what happens to you.
Sounds good. I'll keep you posted. Appreciate you guys.
Okay. All right. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Okay. Let's bring on White Dragon.
Hello,
Hey.
can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. I could actually see you in the background. We just still had Juno on talking to her.
Oh, I heard her. I tell you, I've been trying to set up for a YouTube setup, and I was messing with my controls, and for some reason, my microphone didn't work on my laptop. I'm using my phone now.
Yeah, I'm having kind of difficulties hearing you, or it's not coming in very clear.
Yeah, it's right now the only sound I'm getting is from the speaker. So I went to a real quiet spot to be able to do this.
Yeah, that's a lot better. So give us some updates with you, and whenever you're talking, I might be interrupting to explain some of the things that you were talking about. Because last time when you were on, it was like there was a few things that needed to be explained that a lot of new people are in the chat. So go ahead and tell us what's new with you.
What's been happening lately?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, it's been a lot of stuff. I mean, I hope this encourages people to come on the show and talk about these kinds of things. This
Right.
sounds fantastical. As far as I'm concerned. I'm seeing a lot of like 4D-ish things. There's a lot of things that when I wake up in the middle of the night, my brain must be in some kind of mode that can perceive more, and I perceive things.
Still, Paul, you're still kind of breaking up on this right now.
Walking around. I know it's not bad. Like I saw moon again. Like I told you.
I can't. Paul, nobody. I don't think anybody can understand you. You're breaking up on us.
Oh,
that's better.
It's better. Okay. What I was saying is I've been seeing things in my apartment at night. When I wake up in the middle of the night, and I saw moon.
My dog.
White shepherd, sister, ET friend, and it showed up as a small Wookiee. And I saw it. I didn't see any color. It was just a shape. And then, passing on, the next day I go, oh, that's kind of nice. Moon's always welcome to come by anytime.
I'm sorry, Paul, to interrupt you again, but you're breaking up again. We're just getting like a word. Are you able to hear him, Susie, or just me?
Can you hear me better now?
Yeah, I can hear you better now. Let me explain to people who Moon is. Moon is a dog that I had. She's a white German Shepherd, and she started astral traveling with me, and she developed cancer and passed away. And on the other side, She is a shapeshifter. She goes from a dog to a human to a Wookiee, and on whatever I need her to, what role she needs to be in. And there's a whole journey that I had with her, but she also has turned out to be my pilot. So Moon is a shapeshifter, and she has shown up at White Dragon's house, and that's what he's talking about now.
Yeah, and I saw. This time I only saw the shape. Before I seen several shapes. I seen a shape like a small bear, small white bear, a huge white bear, a horse.
That's the only common thing about her. She's always white. She's always like really white.
The last time the Wookiee form, I only saw the shadow. I didn't see any shapes, but it was kind of small. And then I was watching the Disney Channel with this show called The Bad Batch, and they have a young Wookiee that's a Jedi, and I go, that looks exactly like the shape that I saw. I was kind of a little surprised.
Uh-huh.
And those are the kinds of things that are happening to me. I've been emailing back and forth with Juno, and she's been telling me her stuff, and I've been telling her some of my crazy stuff. And I'm glad that somebody at least listens and doesn't think that I'm totally cuckoo.
Yeah, this is the cuckoo place.
Yeah, well, it's like you say, it's a safe place.
Yes.
It's a safe place to be cuckoo, and I'm glad you're having this space for people to talk. And I'm encouraging others to come on.
Anybody else who wants to come on, let us know. You can email us at Susie. Just tell them where to email us.
Yeah, and the other crazy stuff that I always email Dr. Gail all the time, and sometimes I go, my gosh, should I email this? And maybe I'm bothering her too much with all my crazy stuff. And
there's the link, the email. So if somebody wants to come on and talk about their experiences, we can go into explaining it or figuring out what's going on. So it's all about ets@gmail.com, and we'll send you a link to bring you on. So anybody who wants to come on and talk about it, it'd be great, because it really helps other people understand what's happening to them and know that they're not alone. So I'm sorry. I'll go ahead.
Yeah, it's I do encourage people to go ahead and at least communicate. You don't have to show your face and see how ugly I am. So and I'm not afraid of that.
You don't have to show your face. Just need to listen to your voice.
I mean, I'm way past that. I mean, I look like this now, but and on the other side, if you look at me, I don't look like this. I can tell you. I mean, I'm kind of tall, skinny, and long dark hair, and I'm left-handed. I'm not right-handed like here. And recently, I have some association with the ship, the Athena ship, and recently I was up there and I looked and my uniform changed.
Okay. All right. Now let me tell the people what the Athena is. The Athena is a spaceship that is Arcturian spaceship, and it is a medical and a military spaceship, and it handles traumas. And we go from trauma place where there's a big things that are happening, and that's what the Athena is. In comparison to Earth, is a trauma center. So go ahead.
Yeah, I was up there, and I always look around at my arms and things, and my uniform changed again. But this time it was kind of like cream color, and had like light blue patches on it, and some gold fittings and little trimmings. And I thought I saw some black on it, but I'm not sure. It's something's happened. And I don't quite understand exactly what it is or what the change was, but something definitely has changed. And I hope it's for the better. I mean, when Mary showed up on her show, she said towards the end that she saw me up there doing something. I don't know what. And then I apparently I went to her ship. Her ship is different, right?
Right. Well, and usually, that's a different ship. And that's what I was getting ready to say. Usually when my uniform changes, it's because I've gone to a different ship. So I'm thinking that if you saw Mary, she's on the Ashtar Medical one. It might have been a reason why you were on there, and it might be. And usually that on the Ashtar Medical one, they usually wear black uniforms with a diagonal, which is gold, and the medical wears blue, and that's the uniform. Now on the Athena, everybody on there wears different type of uniforms. On that ship, Susie's wearing light gray with pink piping on that one. So I'm not so sure that you're either going into the Athena and working in changed uniforms, or maybe you're bouncing back and forth to the Ashtar Medical one. There's Roanna. You tried it, but you can't access. She's having trouble. You can't get through. Hold on, Paula. That's Roanna, and she's the one that wants to come on. Susie, if you can try to talk her through that. Can you email us, Roanna? Could you get through it all? You want to put that email address up again? So anyway, so I'm not sure, Paula. You might be on a different.
I think I'm hopping back and forth because
you are. Wait a minute. I'm getting what you're doing. Hold on.
Oh, okay.
You've rolled into an ambassadorship role. And you are going from ship to ship. That's what it is. You're now some type of ambassador.
Oh, okay.
And so you will be going to, almost like when I was the interplanetary liaison, I was going to different planet to different planet to different planet. And it looks like to me, that's what you're doing. You're going from spaceship to spaceship to spaceship. You're probably hearing the complaints. That was when I was going.
Well, it feels to me like I'm still on the Athena. I mean, I haven't left, but I can go here and hop there and go over there,
Right, you're going to all of the spaceships. You don't have a spaceship now, but you are going for the Athena. You're at the Ashtar Medical one, and you're going from spaceship to spaceship, and you're just the ambassador who's trying to solve any issues that are on those spaceships.
Okay.
So
I'll bring my 2x4.
No, you have to bring a 2x4.
Or everybody here has a problem, talk to the 2x4.
No. Yeah, it's probably more the military part of it that you're doing is what I'm getting. And I'm not sure why the Ashtar Medical one, because that's a medical spaceship. They all have. Well, not take that back, because that's where we did go and rescue. It's off of the Ashtar Medical one. That's when we did go into this Area 51 type places, and that did require military help on that. So you're probably helping on that on the Ashtar Medical one. So that's what you're doing.
I'm not. I have a direct connection to Athena. I mean, I can talk to her just like that, like
right.
a telephone.
You're able to do the other spaceships like that too now. You're not just not.
Well, I don't know what the names of the other spaceships are. I mean, whatever they are, that's fine, but
yeah,
but the only one that I can directly talk to that I know is the Athena. I told you she shows up like a little girl to me. But the other ones, that's fine too. I mean, I don't have a problem with that. I'll be giving names.
That's the one you're connected to.
Yeah, I think the Athena is kind of like the clearinghouse for all this. It's kind of like a central phone system that connects to the other ones, because I can actually, I have access to the bridge. The bridge in the Athena is fine. Okay. And I guess I got I don't know if I told you, but I have this.
Can you put up the address again? Roanna's wanting the address for the email.
I got this thing.
Susie, I can't hear you. I think she just wants you to put it up as a band.
Okay. I got this thing the other day. It's okay. See it? Uh-huh. It's a crystal skull, and I call this crystal skull Max, Baby Max, or Mini Max. No, Mini Max. Mm-hmm. the real crystal skull, I found out, is on the bridge of the Athena.
Mm-hmm.
And it has the records for the Earth, for the people of the Earth, and 12-strand DNA and other things. It's kind of like a storage device. The crystal skulls were made by the Arcturians, and they gave them to I think there were 13 originally, something like that. And the 13 is Max. They called them Max. I have no idea why they called them Max. But, you know, they came through the Palladians through the land of Mu and Atlantis and all that kind of stuff. After that fell, they went back. They're not on the planet right now. They're other places in another dimension. The Max skull, which is the main one, and it's tied to the other ones, are, you know, they're in another place. Now, this one, the Mini Max, the one that's Mini Max, it's tied to Max for some reason. And I'm trying to figure out what I got to do with it, because I have to do something with it. And that's why I was trying to get my video set up, and I was going to make this video of Max.
Okay.
And put it on, well, like one of my first and second videos and stuff, and then have people see if they get anything from that.
Right.
But I haven't decided yet. I'm just like new at this.
Okay.
And I was messing with the video settings this morning and everything else, and my microphone went crazy, and I'm trying to figure which camera to use, you know, that kind of stuff.
Well, thank you for coming on, all the technical issues you've been going through. So thank you. I'm going to kind of move on and try to either pull some cards or try to bring Roanna on. I'm hoping that she's gotten the email. So we'll see you next time when you have some more information.
Sure.
So
No problem.
Thanks for joining
Thank
us.
you.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye.
All right. We're waiting for Roanna to come on. So if anybody wants some cards, I have pulled out the Palladian. Since we're talking about Palladians today, I'm pulling out the Palladian Oracle deck. If anybody wants me to pull a card for them, also I always have my Star Seeds Oracle deck right here. So have you heard from Roanna yet?
Yes. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Okay.
Yeah,
I have her. She's emailed me. I've sent her the link a few times.
It says I have to add StreamYard to my browser. Is there an app? No, Randa, all you have to do is go under Google and just type in StreamYard. And I have Chromebook. Yeah, you'll be fine with that. Just go. I'm on Android and it won't allow. Just go on Chromebook. You should be able to come on. And you're on the phone. Susie, there was something about the phone that you had to go under Safari. I think what it was.
Well, she's on Android. I'm in maybe Chrome or.
She says she has Chrome. Okay. All right. Well, let me go ahead and pull some cards for these. Let's see if I can find. Let's see. His first one has a card. Is it Juno? The first. Okay. All right, Juno. Let me pull you a Palladian card here. I'm sorry, Roanna, but I'm not sure. Originally I did not have to go on StreamYard to come on. You just emailed us and we sent you the link and you could come on. It's just like what's the other one? Who's it? The other one, Susie. What's the other?
Like Zoom, you mean?
Yeah, Zoom. It's just like Zoom, Roanna. Can you come on Zoom on your phone? If you can, you should be able to come on StreamYard. Okay. All right.
I could help her for next time. You know, I could work with her to make sure she's able to get on next time.
All right. Remembrance. This is appropriate. Remembrance. I think that's what you're going through now is you're remembering. And let's see what it says. I'm going to pull out the book a little bit more on that one. But I think that's what you're going through now is remembering things. You've been working for a long time. And it says, we encourage you to remember. We encourage you to remind yourself of your Palladian origins beyond the Earth incarnation. So it's not necessarily that you're Palladian, but I think that's what's exactly happening. you've been working all the time. It's just now you're beginning to remember. So I think this is a very appropriate card for you right now. Is you've been open wide up, and now you're remembering. So there you go, Juno. All right, let's go to next. And if anybody else wants to come on or try to come on, please do, and we can talk about your experiences. I can go in a little bit deeper and explain what's happened. Hearing your voice helps me explain it. You don't have to be YouTube ready. You don't have to show your face. So, hey, Kathleen, let's see what I got for you. Star centers. Star centers. Let me see what they're saying about star centers. It's been a long time since I've looked up something in books. Let's see. Star centers. Seated across your now and future Earth are planetary hubs of elevated consciousness where the like-minded communities and starseeds initiate will meet to faster human evolution. All right. So you are traveling to these places, apparently. It's saying travel. And you are bringing in a meeting or having meetings out there in these star centers. And you are helping guide us to those centers. You're meeting up and guiding us and teaching and activation others. So that's what you're doing, Kathleen, is you're going up to these star centers. You're communicating, you're traveling there, and you're bringing people with you, and you're teaching them how to do it. So that's great. Going to the star centers. That's kind of how I started, was actually going out, out there to these star centers when I was going with my dog, when I was astro traveling. And it was great. It's actually beautiful out there. Okay. All right. Next.
Here's a question.
Okay. Hey, MK, Karen M, are you talking about species itself or those Earth beings that have been a Palladian in a different life? Does that make sense to anyone? Yes, very much makes sense to everyone. It could be either or, but mainly what I'm addressing are the people that are here on Earth that have been a Palladian and that they are starseed. They still have Palladian DNA in them. And that's what I'm addressing right now. Karen, I don't know, are you a Palladian yourself? So that's basically what it is they are connected to the Pallades. And they came down, they volunteered to come here to Earth to help us ascend. So it's a Palladian who came down to be a human who has Palladian DNA, who's helping us ascend. I hope that made sense. Does that make sense, Susie?
Yes.
Okay.
No.
There you go, Karen.
Yeah.
You didn't even listen to me. I was too busy highlighting. Okay. All right. Next.
So actually, Sharon has a comment. I'm going to put that up.
Okay. Hey, Sharon. Hey, Dr. Gail-Skywalking with me. Oh, on last medical show, I know you are not doing anymore. You confirmed that what's going on with my heart. Turns out I have an artery that is 50% blocked, caught early. Oh my gosh, I'm so glad. Oh my gosh. Thank you. I'm glad they caught that. Great, Sharon. Yeah, I'm so glad that was called. So good. I'm glad to know. I'd like to get some feedback on that. So yeah, I'm not doing that show anymore. They wanted me to go more to getting people comfortable with the ETs. So they were saying that was kind of distracting me from that. So thanks for letting me know, Sharon, and I'm glad you can get that taken care of. And it looks like we got somebody who's wanting to come on now.
Oh, Rohan. That's Rohana.
Okay. All right.
Let me.
Yay! She made it. She did it.
Wow! Now I can run a spaceship.
There you go.
I'm so
There you go.
Yay for Rohana! We did it. The old dog can do that. Okay.
Well, I'm so glad you were able to do it. I know it is challenging figuring all this out.
Yeah,
If it hadn't been for Susie, I would not be as far as I am. She's been so patient trying to teach me stuff. And I mean, the first time we went live, I accidentally hit live. And We were not ready to go live. I was not dressed. I didn't have any either. That was our first live, was by accident. And then people start showing up. We're in it now. So, all right.
Okay. Yeah, I need you, Susie. I wish you could come work with me.
So,
Okay.
well,
Well, you want to know some things that I'm having like trouble hearing. Can you hear me okay?
I can hear you fine.
Can you hear me okay?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay. Because I keep getting like an echo. Okay, so
if you're getting an echo, you've got two devices going, and turn one over.
Yeah.
Maybe
there's two of me on here. Maybe that's the problem.
Yeah, turn.
I can hear you well enough. Anyway, I don't want to ruin this. I was kind of hoping it wouldn't work because I'm so shy. And I was thinking, then I have an excuse not to come on. Well, anyway, I think I was writing something in the comments, and you said, something about coming on. So I have a number of things that I've had happen in Dreamland. And a lot of the things I've had were going down into the earth, not up into the air. Right. So I've had a lot of my experiences are going into an elevator, and then we go down into the earth, and then it goes down and it goes forward and it makes a turn and we go down again. And that I couldn't get off, and then I don't remember what happens after that, but I've had that experience a number of times. And the other thing was when I was a child. I remember we had a laundry chute in our house, and I remember equating to the laundry chute that I went down under the earth, and I don't remember what happened. I was about 3 or 4 at the time, and it happened on several times. And I asked my mother, I said, where is that door that goes under the ground? And she said, there's no door under here. And she, she said that was, that didn't happen. Look at the ground. There's nothing here. So I had that experience a number of times as a child. And another child thing that happened to me was, and what's his name, Preston Dennett, right, explained about this. And it was probably I'm trying to get this right. Okay, I was awake, and I remember seeing 2 eyes looking at me outside my window. And but it came to look like an owl to me. Preston Dennett said that there's the reason why little children would see the owl instead of an ET. And so it came through the window, and I thought it was an owl, and I turned into my pillow and I started screaming. And I thought it was an owl, and I must have touched the back of my neck, and I thought they were claws. And all these years I thought, until I heard him tell about that, right, that it was an owl. But I had no scratch marks on the back of my neck, but I was screaming, and then my family came in, and they were all trying to figure out what I was hysterical about. Yeah. And
so
that was my last ET experience.
What he was saying is that they showed themselves as an owl, so you're more comfortable with an owl than them, correct?
Yeah. Yes, I guess so. So okay. I haven't had an ET experience as far as I know like that.
Right, that you remember, but you're going down in Earth, so you're working with the Earth beings. They call themselves the inner Earth beings, and they are ETs. But they don't like being called ETs. They prefer being called aliens, because they're inner earth beings. So that's what you've been working with, the inner earth beings. Okay. I know there's probably a delay on your end on if you're on your phone. I know there's a delay. So anyway, I appreciate it. Yeah, when I was growing up, I had a wolf living under my bed and nobody else could see. So it was the same thing, same representation as the owl, not letting you be quite as scared. But you were afraid of your owl, and I was a little bit afraid of my wolf, not as much so, but anyway. All right. Well, thanks for coming on and sharing your information with us. And look what you did. You're able to come on.
Well, I just have one more thing. One more thing that happened. That's why you asked me to come on, was because I was also on a ship. I'm sure. I knew it in the dream. And it was some kind of surgery area. And but everybody looked like they were in white. I don't remember faces. And I was just finishing up with something. They were finishing with some procedure on me. And I woke up and I felt comfortable because it was like going to the doctor. And I said, okay, thank you. They didn't scare me. And I knew I had been there before. And when they were done with me, I got up on the gurney. And they brought another young woman in, younger than me, obviously. Right. And they brought in this other woman, and she was screaming, and very scared. And so what I did is I turned around and I started calming her down and saying, look, I'm with you. Everything's fine. This is all good for you. And they're just coming to help you. And, so that was the experience that I told you about.
Yeah, and what did they look like again? You said they were white. You weren't really sure how tall they were?
They were just, I don't remember, because I think I blocked because I'm not open to it yet. But they were all wearing like surgical stuff. So I didn't see anything different. I just knew I was on the ship and that I've been there before. Many times, and they were helping me. I knew that they were doing something for me. Yeah. So that's the one that and I keep hearing other people say that, so that's where I was reminded.
A lot of people are being taken up to spaceship and being healed, and it seems to me it's the grays and the tall whites that work together a lot, doing those kind of healings. Bringing people on the spaceships. So I hear that a lot when there were people's medically something on the spaceship. It always is involving the grays and the tall whites. And that seems to be a common thing between the two of them. Okay. But thanks for sharing, because that does help people.
Thank you.
Know that they're having experiences, and they can validate that they're having experiences also. So thanks for coming on. We enjoyed having you. And we're going to go ahead and start pulling some cards. Okay. All right. Thanks. We'll see you later.
Thank you.
All right. Bye-bye. All right. Thanks. And anyway, all right. So we're going to pull some more cards. Who's that? Cat Mama Meow. All right. Let's see what we have for you here. Still pulling from the Palladian deck. Oh. Set your vibration. Oh gosh, I wish you could see that card. It's beautiful. Set your vibration. So anyway, that's what we're talking about. Mama Meow is set your vibration. I feel like your vibration is up there, so they're wanting you to set it at that spot, I think, and just continue with it. What I'm getting is that it seems like to me you're facing something that is kind of lowering your vibration. You might want to give me a little more information on that. Looks like that to me you're struggling with something, and they're wanting you to set your vibration and keep it high. And we all go through that. We all go dips and up and down with our vibration because we're human and we deal with a lot of different things. But what I'm seeing is that you're dealing with something important now, and it's almost like a crossroad, and they want you to set your vibration at a certain level and not let that influence you as much. I hope that makes sense, Mom, yeah. Okay, all right, next. Hey, butterfly kisses. Let's see what you got here. What kind of card you got? They wanted me to pull from the Starseed Oracle deck. Okay. Big picture thinking. Okay, there you go. Big picture thinking. They're wanting you to be a visionary, which you are a visionary, but you're wanting, I think they're wanting to do a larger thinking, big picture thinking, inspired ideas. It looks like to me you got some kind of ideas going along in your head that they're wanting you to go with, that you're looking too small. That's what I'm getting, is they're wanting you to look larger, look bigger, because you have it within you. They're saying you are a visionary, that you need to start looking bigger. Yeah. Okay, butterfly kisses. I think you got something on your mind that you're wanting to pursue, and I think you just got the go ahead. Okay. All right, next. Hey, Chris MK. Let's see what we got here for you. If anybody else wants to talk about what's going on with them, please be sure to email us or let us know. Sacred Union. Look at that. Sacred Union. Let's see what that book has to say about that. It looks like to me, there's somebody else that you're joining with. It looks like it's a beautiful union. You're merging with something greater than the universe. And whoever this is that you're joining, it looks like to me is a significant other. It's a partnership. It's romance, tantra, love. And what they're wanting you to do, I'm not sure if you're having new love or they're just wanting you to rekindle that sacred union. But it looks like to me, they're wanting you to treasure that union and to work with it or expand on it. I'm not sure if this is a partner or if this is like a business partner, but they're wanting you to go forth with it. They want you to, and the book is saying don't abuse outdated forces. So they're wanting you to go further with it. It's kind of hard to describe what they're showing me. They wanted you to increase that partnership, make it more robust, maybe. Anyway, if you've got a partner that you're dealing with, they're giving you the go ahead, and they want you to increase whatever partnership or whatever thing that's going on between you two. They want you to go with it. Okay, Chris and Kay. All right, next. Hey, son of what? Let's see what we got here for you. All right. Ooh, dolphin play. Look at that. Look at that card. Dolphin play. Well, it looks like to me they're telling you to play some more. Get out there and play. Too serious. Let me see what it says in the book. That's what I'm getting, is that you need to get out and play more. Enjoy yourself. Loosen up. Unwind. That's what the book is saying. And allow for playfulness. Okay, well, there you go. The book's saying exactly what I was getting, is that you need to loosen up and start playing more. Quit being so serious. And feel like it's serious about work. Something going on about work that you need to lighten up about. Okay, that means something to you, son of what? All right, let's get it next. Hey, Patty, I would love a card. Okay. All right, let's see what we have here. Universal knowledge. Universal knowledge. Well, if that's true, that means you have a lot of knowledge in you that they're wanting you to wake up to. Okay, yeah, that's exactly what it is. There's been a great deception on your planet that has resulted in the masses losing touch with the greater story of their own dark ancestry. In order They want you to tap into that greater universal story. Anyway, that's exactly what it is. Patty, you have universal knowledge. They want you to tap into this, and apparently they want you to open it up. And I feel like you have been opening some of it up. It's almost like you're tiptoeing in it. And also be discerning about it. That's what I'm hearing. Be discerning about the information you're getting. But you do have the universal knowledge, and they're saying a lot of people have this universal knowledge, but they're wanting you to tap into this, Patty. And they're telling me your best way to tap into it is through meditation. Yes. Okay, Patty. There you go. Universal knowledge. Well, let us know what that universal knowledge is when you find out. We all want you to hear about that. Hey, Anita. Okay, let me see what we've got here for you. Universal knowledge. I wonder what Patty's going to be telling us. Okay. Fifth dimensional access. Okay, well, this one's pretty easy. It's that you have the ability to raise your vibration to the fifth dimension. And let me see a little bit more what the book says about that. It looks like to me you live there a lot. I mean, it looks like to me that's where you're most comfortable now, is that you've risen your vibration. That's where you're most comfortable. Okay. It's just talking about the connection between the fifth dimension and Earth. Yeah. Oh, you're bridging Earth to the fifth dimension. That's what it is, Anita. So you're already there. You're living in between third and fifth, and you're bridging it, and you're going to be helping all of us bridge over to the fifth. You already have great access to that, so you'll be helping the rest of us. You'll be bringing the rest of us along with you. Okay. All right. Next. Hey, Tina. All right. You love a message. Okay. Let's see. Star family. Star family. I believe they're wanting you to connect to your star family, Tina. I know you probably are, but ooh. Okay, it says the scattered throughout your earth rests an enlightened army of more than 144,000 souls that seek to actively serve your planet's evolution. And among that group of service workers rests an even tighter niche of relatives that many refer to as their soul or star family. They're wanting you to connect to that. Okay. These are the ones in your close circle. I think you're doing this, Tina. I think they're wanting you to reach out more to find more of these people that are in your soul family. Yes, they want you to be more social. They want you to connect with friends. And they're wanting you to connect with your soul family, which I think in this kind of platform, this is where you are reaching out and connecting to your soul families. But what they're doing is they're wanting you to be more social about it. And I don't know if that resonates with you, Tina, but it looks like to me, come out of your shell, know yourself. Okay. All right, next. And this will be our last one. Hey, keep healthy. All right, let's see what we got here. Timeline jump. Look at that timeline jump. Looks like to me that you have that ability to do that. Timeline jump. Are you going back and forth? Okay, this is telling me you have options. You have options. You have freedom. You can change your plans. You can move on. A new life, new beginnings. This is what I'm getting for sure. It's new beginnings for you. You can jump a different timeline. You don't have to go the path that you're on right now. You have choices. and sit back and think about these choices that you have right now, because it looks like to me you have a big opportunity to jump to a different timeline and go in a different path. So think about that carefully and weigh your options on that. So there you go, Sue. I hope that helps you. That's a big step for you. So anyway, all right, thanks everybody. Be sure to join us on Friday where we're going to have
Kevin Briggs
joining us about his book that we have. He's been on us before. It was a lot of fun. I enjoyed really having him on. And he's going to be on Friday at 2 o'clock Pacific time, 5 o'clock Eastern time. And we only got a touch of his book before, so we can go more and dive into more of the things that he talked about in that book. So anyway, thanks for joining us today. And anybody who wants to join us to talk about their ET experiences, please do email us and come on, because it does help everybody in the group. It helps everybody to be open about it, talk about it. If somebody hears your story, then they're going to go, oh, okay, I think I need to talk about that. Oh, that did happen to me. Oh, I remember something like that. I thought I was crazy. Well, no, we're not crazy. We just have having some experiences that people haven't been able to explain. So anyway, thanks for joining us, and we will see you later. Thanks. Bye-bye.